Come on in, folks. Huddle up. I have a topic for discussion today. I'm going to let you know how I feel about the NFL changing the positioning of the umpire and taking him from behind the linebackers and putting him as deep or deeper than the deepest offensive back. Well, first of all, repositioning the umpire has been a hot topic because a couple of failures have occurred or changes have occurred that we weren't ready for during the preseason. One of them certainly has been where the hurry-up part of the game for the offense, or the 2-minute part of the game in the half, or the 2-minute part of the game at the end, where you start to get an up-tempo. That tempo has been affected by the movement of the umpire and he finally getting into position. I don't like not seeing the umpire where he's been for the last, gosh knows, 80 years or whatever, viewing from behind the linebackers the offensive front and the back of the defensive players. He was there in that traditional position for a good reason. It's the best place to see what's happening with the offensive line and the defensive line in the pits. It's the best place to get to, the fastest place to get to after repositioning the ball. It's been successful now as long as I've been playing football. What's happened? We have found out that these head injuries specifically are more severe to the players or for anyone that gets contact to their heads. What I would like to see done is keeping the umpires in his traditional position. It's a little beyond me why doesn't he wear a helmet or a headgear of some kind to protect his head when it hits the ground? Why doesn't everyone out there on the field, all the officials, wear some kind of a hard hat to protect them from concussions when they hit the ground? The players still get concussions even though their heads are protected. It's a scary thing. It's a tough sport. It's a crazy sport when it comes to contact. But we need to protect our umpire as well because he's in that volatile position. Now, these officials are tough men. They're macho men. They're strong. They're in shape. They condition themselves. I got to believe that the umpires want to be in their traditional position because that's where they can see best. What I don't understand is the difficulty. Put a helmet of some kind on the officials because they are going to fall. For the umpire, let him wear the shoulder pads of some nature. Give him some protection for his ribs, and let him wear the protective knee braces that your offensive linemen and quarterbacks wear, even though they don't have injured knees. It's to protect those knees from getting bent the wrong way. This time of the year, we're going into the second NFL game. It's probably going to be too late to make the change, but it's beyond me why we haven't figured out, for the safety of the officials, that they're not out there with protective gear, okay? I wish we could do it this week. I hope we could do it next week, but get the umpire back in the position that he can work best and see best, as opposed to the deepest back in the backfield, which has changed the flow of the game at a very important time. Well, it's important any time out there. He's taken away a weapon the offense has in keeping the defense on the field or keeping a rhythm going for his offense. Plus, it's giving the quarterbacks something else they have to be concerned with when they're out there doing their job. It's suddenly become a part of the quarterback's job to have to wait until the umpire gets behind him where the quarterback can't even see him. He's just got to wait till he gets back there. Now if the quarterback has to turn around and look at him, The quarterback's focus is busted. I don't like the idea of moving him. I do love the idea of protecting our officials on every level, whether it's high school, college, or pro football, with getting our officials on the field some kind of protection. Certainly all of them need it for their heads. The umpire needs it for his shoulders, ribs, legs, and wherever else. The equipment's going to end up weighing all of about 5 pounds for the umpire, and believe me, those umpires are strong enough and in good enough shape to be able to carry out their jobs while wearing protective gear. That's just the way I'm looking at it, folks. I'll get back to you sometime soon.